make a quick introduction. Welcome to Yoga with Toms. We're here in a Tauro park about to practice yoga just around the sunset time, and it's probably gonna be active yoga. So whenever you're ready, find yourself on the beginning of the mat. And what I usually do in my classes, let me recenter it again, is that I mix elements of yoga and Tai Chi, and there's going to be all kinds of mix. And I also specialize on coaching and stress management, so I'm going to give you some tips how to release stress, and it's beneficial to release it even if you don't feel stressed. It's just release any tension from the body, so it's kind of like when you're filling up the cup, is keep clearing it out all the time, so you always are with the empty one. In this case, it's better to have empty cup. So yeah, and let's start with mantra Om, which is A, O, A, O, and It doesn't matter how loud or quiet you sing it. Idea is that at least you should be feeling vibrations inside of the body. That's the part where the benefit comes from. If you just visualize it and do it mentally, it still works to some degree, but you miss out on the physical part of it, especially the M. It's kind of like sound healing basically. So with inhalation, lift your hands up. You can feel the stretch and really reach up, and with exhalation, bring them down in front of your chest, great position. You can also cover them on top of the heart. It's up to you how do you feel better. You can close your eyes, take one more deep inhale to prepare and chanting mantra Om with gratitude. Take a brief moment here as you stand still, observing your body. How do you feel before the practice? And before we start moving and warming up ourselves, let's start with setting out intention for this class. And it could be anything. To put your attention, awareness, how do you want to experience it? For example, you can set intention for relaxing more than before, or you could set intention for energizing. Intention could be also having a smile once in a while during the class. So whatever your intention, try to make it so you can judge how successful was your class, that you can congratulate after it. And with this intention set, let's open up our eyes, release our arms, and find ourselves into the mountain pose. So mountain pose is a straight spine, you probably know already. Tilt the pelvis slightly back so the back is flat. Contract abdominal muscles slightly inward. Chest open, shoulders back and down. Chin slightly tucked in, top of the head pointing upwards. And you can stay where you are because we're going to start with a bit of jumping and releasing any tension. If you're setting up with the active practice, then feel free to do any movements. You can dance, you can put your hands up, you can anything. Idea here is to explore your body gently, but also with curiosity. What kind of movements I can make at this time? Just try to go for something you haven't done for a while, but do it also not doing like really too fast or too crazy. This is just a warm-up. So I'm kind of exploring where can your body go. You can just relax your shoulders. As I said, you can do anything. And gently, whenever ready, feel free to stop yourself from jumping. Now let's continue with Tai Chi twists. One of my favorites. This is really nice for resetting energy and making energy moving in the body again. This is nice when you're standing in line, waiting for a bus or something else. And this is working with energy centered around the hips. And the idea here is that you try to keep your hips and shoulders in one line. So try avoid twisting your chest without twisting the hip. So the idea is they both move together and arms are completely loose and completely relaxed. And no need to do anything with the arms. Under the shoulders, they're completely relaxed. And if they wrap to the sides, that's only because of momentum you put and do the changing of movements. And that's it. And if this is too easy and you want to challenge yourself, you can always start bending your elbow so you touch your belly in front of you. And you can also bend your back arm and gently massage your kidney. So belly in front, kidney in back. An idea again, arms move on their own just because you're moving your hip and your chest moves with your hip, and at the very last moment you bend your elbow. It's a concentration and coordination exercise here. At the same time, it moves your energy around. And from here, let's stop in the middle again. And let's do similar thing, but with slightly different twist, also for stress release. So put your left hand on top of your right shoulder. You can massage if you want. Just feel that if there's any tension you need to release, your neck and shoulder, and then swipe your hand to the opposite hip, so towards your left hip. And you could do it like this, or you could do it like swipe. This is up to you how you want to experience it. It's the same thing. You could massage every time, or you can just put it there and swipe. And same thing for other side. So put your right hand on other side and swipe. Massage, feel the shoulders, feel the neck. If you find a kind of sensitive spot, try to massage it out if you can. If there's everything fine, just notice it and swipe across. I said you can do it fast, you can do it really slowly. It's up to you how you decide. Now let's do a bit of a clapping. Activating your hands. And again, you could do clapping or you could do just massaging, depending on if you want it more relaxing, more activating class. Okay, and from here, let's step on the front of the mat. And let's do some sun salutations, one of the fastest way how to warm up for the practice. Inhalation, lift your hands up, reach up. Exhalation, forward bend, all the way down. Relax. And let's stay here for a while and walk ourselves. Bend one leg, another one. If you reach your hands to the ground, fine. If not, don't worry. Move your hip and explore your body. Try to relax here. For 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Look forward. You can keep your arms on your legs or open up to the sides. If this is too easy, you can always bring your arms on top of your head and hold it for 5, 4. Smile, remind yourself intention of the practice. 3, 2, and 1. Exhalation, bring your hands on the ground, step back into the plank. And let's hold the plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, tabletop, cat and cow. Inhale, open. Pelvis up, look up, chin up. Exhale, close, chin to the chest, pelvis forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Feel free to practice Ujjayi breathing if you know. You know Ujjayi breathing? Nope? Okay. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Continue on your own. Synchronize the movements with your own breath here. Each exhale you close, each inhale you open. Ujjayi breathing is contracting back of the throat muscles, is breathing with sound. Sounds like Darth Vader breath. So if you know how to do it, you can do it. If not, continue with the regular breath. And I can introduce to the breath a bit later on. And from here, inhale, open, and exhale, child's pose. Sit down in child's pose. Take a couple of deeper breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With inhalation, slide your hands forward. Find yourself into the puppy pose, chest on the ground. Now let's stay here, stretching our shoulders with chest on the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sphinx. Bend your elbows, belly on the ground, open up the chest, separate your legs, bend your knees. Chest forward, shoulders back and down, and try to bring your palms firmly into the ground, parallel to each other. And really feel the lower back here. So, do you mind if I adjust you?
No.
Okay. So, stay in a pose. Bring your elbows parallel, shoulder width apart. Yep. Press your hands against the ground. So, firmly press them and pull them towards yourself. As you open up the chest, very well, and feel the tension here. As you push your chest forward, you should be able to feel the tension there, and you can regulate how much you want. So, shoulders back and down, well done. Chest forward, and feel the lower back here. This is one of my favorite warm-up exercises, because especially when you're in a cold place, cold room, more early morning practice, this warms up your lower back. Way more gentle, with way more control than upward facing dog, and it gives you so much control that you can do as gently or as fast as you want. If you feel like really done, you can already go for full force and even bring your kind of like gripping hands towards yourself, pushing your chest even more forward, and go for a deeper pose. And if you want to relax and go a bit more gentle, you also have that option. So that's why I almost always start with this one, unless I'm practicing Ashtanga yoga or something that's like really regimented, how you should be doing it. Most of the time when I can decide what I want to do, I do practice this pose. And it's, as I said, just for sake of control, how much, so I can practice sustainably. And with exhalation, lower yourself down, arms to the sides. Now let's go for upward facing dog. With inhalation, open up the chest, look up and hold it. Feel the difference between the upward facing dog and the Sphinx. Notice how you're able to open up the chest, bring your shoulders back and down, and notice what happens to your back. And with exhalation, downward facing dog. And again, the first dog, we walk it out. We gently warm up our hamstrings, we straighten our arms, bring our butt back and up, and chest closer to your knees. You can keep on walking or stay in the middle, standing. So here you want to push your chest towards, yes, stretch your shoulders, butt goes back and up, like that, perfect. Here as well, chest goes towards the shoulders, bend your knees, separate them hip width apart, legs hip width apart. Are they hip width apart? No, they're together, hip width apart.
Okay.
Yeah. Then bend your knees slightly bent, yeah. Push your chest, yes, stretch your shoulders, you should be feeling the stretch in your shoulders. Your butt goes back and up. Keep your knees, yes. Butt goes back and up, and then you stretch. So yeah, and then you can straighten your knees. But the idea here is that to have a deeper stretch for your back, you keep your knees slightly bent in the beginning, and only then you straighten them out. That's the trick. And from here, with inhalation, step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale here. Now let's go for a twist. Right hand on the ground, bend your right knee, left leg straight, open up the chest, left arm to the sky. Hold it for 3, 2, try to keep it straight, and 1. Exhalation, forward bend, switch sides. With inhalation, right hand up to the sky, open up the chest, right hand reaching up for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. With exhalation, back to the middle, and with inhalation, gently, or maybe more inhalations, lift up into the mountain pose. Take a brief moment to observe the sky, feel the gratitude for the sunset, and let's continue. With inhalation, lift your hands up, reach up to the sky, try to feel the stretch, and with exhalation, forward bend, fall down gently as a leaf. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, arms on the ground, step back, straight into the lower plank or all the way down to the ground. With inhalation, upward facing dog, open up the chest. Exhalation, downward facing dog. Now let's stay here relaxing. You can stay here in down dog if you want. You can continue walking wherever you are. Try to relax and really try to observe your breath here. Observe how you inhale, observe how you exhale. And hold it for 3. Step a bit more forward, kind of planking, yeah. And feel that really shoulder stretch here. That's the basis of the downward facing dog. 1, take a last exhalation deeper into the pose, really stretch your shoulders, and with inhalation step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation forward, bend all the way down. And with inhalation stand up, reach up proudly into the mountain pose. With exhalation, arms over to the sides. Check your mountain. Tilt your pelvis forward, contract your abdominals, open up the chest, chin slightly tucked in, straighten out. Now let's continue. Inhale up, exhale down, forward bend. With a smile, with inhalation halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, step or jump back into the lower plank. Bend your elbows tight to your body. Inhalation, upward facing dog. And with exhalation, downward facing dog. We'll stay in a down dog for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, forward bend, all the way down. With inhalation, stand up, arms reach up. Exhalation, mountain pose. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, jump or step into the lower plank. Bend your elbows tight to your body, squeeze them tight. Inhaling, upward facing dog, feet flat. Exhalation, downward facing dog. And hold the pose for 5. Gentle breath. 5, 4. It's not a plank, it's downward facing dog. Yeah. 2. Relax your neck, look between your legs into the 1. With inhalation, step or jump forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, forward bend all the way down. With inhalation, stand up, reach up to the sky. Exhalation, mountain pose. Let's do one more time, but this time I'm not guiding you, so you can see how good you are at the sun salutation. And if you need me, I will be here doing it with you. However, main intention is you try to keep at least one step ahead, forward projecting what should be the next movement, and do you know it. That's the best way to learn it, because then you notice, do you know it or not? Where I'm still a bit sketchy, so that's the idea. So you learn it faster and you can practice on your own. And that's the best way to learn. So we're gonna start to more or less together, and then we will stay together in down dog, but you count your breath yourself, 5 breaths. And whenever ready, step forward, we meet in a mountain pose. So we're gonna stay together in a down dog, but we can exit different times depending on how fast you're breathing. Doesn't matter. So this is also how you learn how to synchronize the movements with your own breath. You can also always synchronize with someone else, but this time it's just your own. So whenever ready, start. Well done. Let's do one more sun salutation, but this time Surya Namaskara B. You know the difference? So this one was Surya Namaskara A, so version A. Let's do a couple of B as well, like in Ashtanga Yoga. With inhalation, bend your knees, chair pose, arms go up. Exhalation, straighten your legs, forward bend all the way down. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, jump or step back into lower plank. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. With inhalation, step your right leg forward between your hands, bend your right leg into warrior one, arms go up. And with exhalation, arms go down, step back to the lower plank. You can take a couple of breaths, take a deep breath if necessary. Inhale, upward facing dog, and with exhalation, downward facing dog. With next inhalation, bring your left leg between your arms, step forward, bend your left knee, arms go up, lift up into the warrior one. And with exhalation, bring your arms down, step back, take extra breath if necessary, exhaling down. Inhaling, upward facing dog, look up, exhaling, downward facing dog. And we stay here for 5 breaths. This is quite fast-paced sequence of movements, so don't worry if you're not really used to them. Time and practice will help you to make it more fluid. As we stay here for 3, remind yourself intention of the practice, put a smile on your face. 2 and 1. With inhalation, jump or step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground, stretch. Exhalation, forward bend, loosen up, relax. Inhalation, bend your knees, chair pose, arms go up, reach up to the sky. Exhalation, mountain pose. Let's continue. Bend your knees, chair pose, arms go up. Exhalation, straighten your legs, forward bend, all the way down. Inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. And with exhalation, jump or step back into the lower plank, elbows tied to the body. Inhalation, upward facing dog, open up the chest. Exhalation, downward facing dog. With inhalation, step your right leg forward into warrior one. You can lift your back leg, heel up, arms reach up, and with exhalation, over to the side, step back into the lower plank. Well done. With next inhalation, upward facing dog. Exhalation, downward facing dog. With inhalation, opposite warriors with left leg forward, arms reach up, bend your knee, and with exhalation, step back into the lower plank. With inhalation, upward facing dog, and exhalation, downward facing dog. Well done. Stay here in down dog for 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, jump or step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground, and with exhalation, forward bend all the way down. With inhalation, bend your knees, chair pose, arms go up. Exhalation, mountain pose. So this is Surya Namaskara B. Let's do one more time. Inhalation, bend your knees, chair pose, arms go up. Exhalation, straighten your legs, forward bend all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down dog. Inhale up, warrior one. Step your right leg forward. Reach up, and with next exhalation, down. Step back, lower plank, or all the way down. Inhale up, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale down, downward facing dog. With inhalation, warrior one, up. Tilt your pelvis forward, and exhalation down, lower plank. Inhale up. Exhale down. Downward facing dog. And we stay here for 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, jump or step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, forward, bend all the way down. With inhalation, bend your knees, chair pose. Now let's hold the chair pose for 5. Reach your hands up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward bend, still in chair pose, arms reaching forward. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your heels, balancing squat, lift your arms. Sit here, balancing squat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhalation, bring your arms down to the ground. Let's try the crow pose. You don't need to actually lift up. The most important thing is putting more weight on your wrists. So even leaning forward and putting more weight on your wrists is already a wrist strengthening exercise. So this is enough. So try to stay there as much as you want. If necessary, always feel free to back out and circle your wrists. You always want to, especially when practicing arm balances and inversions, if that's what you like. That's what I like, and I like to do it regularly. That means injuries is something I want to avoid as much as I can. That means always being warmed up and all the tension released. Never practice with the pain. So whenever you feel the pain, uncomfortable pain, not like damaging pain, not discomfort pain. So there's two types of pains. One is just like, it's not nice feeling, but it's not doing anything bad for me. And one is like, oh, this is danger. So you want to avoid the second one, and the first one you might push over. So distinguish those two things, and always make sure your wrists are safe. So whenever necessary, you can circle them out. As I said, you put your knees inside the armpits for some people, or for other people it's easier put the knees over to your elbows. It's easier for if you don't have a strong core, it's easier to put them from outside. And then you lean into your wrists, your hands, and maybe stay here. And if you want, you can even lift up your legs off the ground. You can try a couple of times. You go in, out, in, out, in, out. So you don't have to lift up ever. It's okay. It's more of a wrist strengthening here for you. If you can, it's fine. If not, there are lots of poses which require certain amount of preparation, and this is preparation. So take it as a stepping stone to get somewhere else. Feel free to practice a couple more times. Circle the wrists if necessary. And exhale back. Now let's find ourselves into the regular squat. Well done. So, squat is amazing for a hip opener. Certainly release any tension from your wrists, circle them out as we sit in a squat. This is another exercise I recommend for people who have a bit tighter hips, especially to open them up. I see you're pretty good with hips, so keep on practicing this once in a while. And from here we can sit down and go for another one of my favorites is Navasana and boat pose. So, and I like to kind of torture my students a bit in a sense that I like to teach them a mindset, how to practice and straighten abs the easiest way. So idea here, we start with a really easy version where you slightly lean back. As soon as you start, use one of the hands, put your abs to physically feel that they're getting a bit tight, that the belly is not loose anymore. And as soon as you feel that it's tight, this is your safe house. This is where you come back. So lots of times people go for the hardest version of Navasana. We already started, so keep it there. And idea here that you keep the pose, you can put your arms here for support. You find your safe house where you could stay for at least a couple of minutes easily. So you already feel the working, we're already working, we're started. So you feel the abs working out, but you should feel leaning back only as much as you feel like, okay, I'm really comfortable here. And try to remember this pose, because we're not going to exit until I start counting down from 5. So we're going to stay here for, I will explain the levels. So you have to be comfortable here. And that's the idea, that's the whole purpose, because I'm taking it slowly. And at some point it will start counting down from 5, and then you can choose whichever level you want. You can come back here. And yeah, we're already working with abs, and it's working as a compound effect. Idea is that you do it easy, but it compounds a lot. If you want, you can do hard. So you can also always lean slightly more and start lifting your legs up, keeping your arms for the support for your legs. And you can straighten your legs till the parallel to the ground. And you can stay here. This is a bit harder, probably gonna stay too long here. However, with the support of the hands, it helps you a lot. Next level, you can release the hands and bring them over to the sides. And again, if this is too hard, anytime during the practice, bring them back. It's up to you. It's as I said, you practice according to your intention in the ring class. If you want to torture yourself, go for it. If you want to take it easy, it's your practice. Yoga is always owns practice. So this is another safe house. You can come back with or without hands. And if you want to really challenge yourself, you can straighten your legs out and bring your hands over to the sides. And that's it. So until I count 1, we stay in Navasana, whichever posture you want, as long as your abs are working. So it's been probably like 2 minutes we're sitting in Navasana, which is usually way longer than regular class. That means your abs are getting probably twice as strong as they would regularly get. So let's start from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, with control, we exit the pose, lean forward, and let's lift our butt off the ground. Don't worry for sometimes if your hands are shorter than your upper body part, it might be difficult. You might need a block or something else to lift up. You could put your hands in a fist. That sometimes helps to elevate a bit more. Yeah. And if you're strong enough, you could try lift one of the legs at a time or both at the same time. It's just an option. You don't have to do it. It's more of like a playing around. Can I do it? No? Okay, fine, I cannot do it yet. But at least you have an option. Okay, there's something else for me to train forwards, look forwards, and that's it. We're already just strengthening your shoulders, wrists, and abs at the same time. Now let's go for another Navasana. This time we're not going to stay as long. Let's stay here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation, cross your legs, lean forward, and find yourself into the plank. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, side plank. Lift up your right hand up, look up to the sky. Optionally, you can also lift your right leg off the ground as well. And hold it for 3. Try your best. 2, and 1. Exhalation back to the middle into the plank, and with the inhalation switch sides. Look up, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Exhalation back to the middle with control into the plank. Inhale here, exhale down. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. With inhalation, jump or step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, forward bend all the way down. With inhalation, bend your knees, chair pose, lift up, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Step your right leg back, goddess pose. Sumo squat, arms in a cactus pose, elbows parallel to the ground. With inhalation, straighten your legs, lift your arms up. Exhale down, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Inhale up, exhale down. Elbows back, chest open. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, and stay down for a couple of breaths. You can stay here if you want, or you can practice the fire breath. If your legs are getting too tired anytime during this session, you can straighten your legs. So you can do the 30 rounds of fire breath. You can stay here, you can straighten your legs whenever you want to. So let's start. Breath of fire is, continue. Breath of fire is rapid exhalation through the nose, contracting abdominal muscles towards in, and inhalation comes automatically. Count your own breathing, your own breath, and then whenever ready, straighten your legs and reach your hands up. With exhalation, bring your arms behind the back, interlace your fingers, open up chest, lift your arms, exhalation forward bend, Prasarita Padottanasana seat. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to ground, arms parallel to the ground. Look forward, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Skandasana, bend your right leg, keep your left leg straight. Sit down towards your right. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation to the middle, exhalation to the left side. Bend your left leg, Skandasana to the left. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. One more time each side. Inhale up, exhale down to the right. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up, smile, exhale down to the left. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up to the middle, exhale here. Inhale, lift up, arms reach up. Exhalation, step legs closer to each other, mountain pose. With inhalation, lift your right leg up to the chest, hug your knee, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your right leg in front of you. Hold it for 5, 4. You can keep your arms parallel to the ground and across. It's easier for the balance. 2, and 1. Bend your leg, grab your right ankle. Inhalation, lift your left arm up. Right arm to the ankle. You can stay here as an option 1. Or if you feel like challenging yourself, you can always go for dancing warrior, forward bending. Wherever you are, hold it for 3. Don't worry if you fall. 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten out, reach your left hand even higher up. Exhale down, release your legs, shake them out, release any tension, and we do the same thing for other side. With inhalation, lift your left leg towards your chest, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your left leg in front of you. Arms can be to the sides, over the head, to the hips, wherever you feel comfortable. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Bend your left knee, grab with your left arm by the ankle, right hand up. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhalation, either stay here or try to go for a forward bend into the dancing warrior. And hold it for 3. Smile, remind yourself intention of the practice. 1. Inhale, straighten out the right hand even higher up to the sky. Exhalation, release your legs, shake them out. We don't want to take any tension towards ourselves in a practice, so release it. And from here, step forward to the beginning of the mat. With inhalation, arms go up, reach up to the sky. Exhalation, forward bend all the way down. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. And with exhalation, jump or step back into the lower plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's stay here in down dog for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, step your right leg forward into the pigeon pose. Bend your knee, keep your left leg back, open up the chest, straighten your spine. Exhalation, lower yourself down, lay down on top of your right leg and stay here for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, lift yourself up towards seated pigeon pose, and with exhalation, slide your left leg forward over to the right side of your right leg and hug your left knee from out, with your right hand. Left hand behind the back, twist over to your left side, looking over your left shoulder. So right hand on top of your left knee. Eva, right hand. Look towards your left. Yeah. Hold it for 3, 2, and exhaling, twist as much as you can. And with inhalation to the middle, and feel free to do a twist here, switching the legs. So you can always stand up, twist over to your right, 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 bending your left knee and sitting back with other leg in front of you. This is a nice one. Don't worry if you don't get it the first time. It's sometimes needs a couple of times to repeat it. And then we go for the pigeon. So you bring your right leg back, left leg bent in front of you, open up the chest, and with exhalation, forward bend. Lay down and relax into the pigeon. I'm gonna stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation, sit upright into upright pigeon pose. Exhale here. With inhalation, slide your right leg forward, bring it over to the left side of your left knee. Bring your left hand from outside of your right knee, right hand behind the back, twist over, look over your right shoulder. Well done, and stay there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation, back to the middle. Feel free to repeat the same as we did. Lean forward, stand up, twist over to your left side, keep on twisting, bend your left knee, sit down. Now we're back to the beginning. This time we're not gonna go for pigeon, so we just straighten our legs out, shake them out in front of you, go for the seated pose. Release any tension, and from here, let's bring your hands over to the sides. Close the sitting bones, open up the chest, straighten the spine, Dandasana. Bring your toes back and towards yourself. Pull them back. Straighten the spine, open up the chest for 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation, lift your hands up, reach up to the sky. Exhalation, forward bend. Paschimottanasana. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation, slide your hands back, bring them behind the back, bend your knees, lift up into the inverse tabletop. Open up the chest, pelvis up, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhalation, lower yourself down to the ground, cross your legs, easy seated position. Now let's round things up with Bumble Bee Breath. Another stress release technique, especially if you have a headache, which is usually caused by worry, anxiety, some kind of evil thoughts, or just repetitive thoughts. So how it works is you exhale through your nose, humming the letter M, and as you feel those vibrations, first of all they shake and release the stress, and second of all, as you observe the sound, you're making interrupt in your thought patterns. So it's first of all you're interrupting yourself, and second of all you're focusing on something else, and third one you're all shaking it off. So bumblebee breath, what you do in order to make it more profound, you usually close your eyes and put your index and middle fingers on top of your eyelids so it's a bit darker. You put your thumbs either inside of your ears, or you close your ears with the meat on your ears. So it's up to you how to choose how you close your ears. Idea here is that as you close your ears, you keep the sound inside of your head and it vibrates that much stronger. And you put your ring finger on top of your nostrils, and this helps you to regulate how much air will flow out through your nose. The more closed they are, slower the exhale, and longer you can repeat each set. So we're gonna do it for 1 or 2, 3 times, so it's up to you to decide how many times you wanna do it. Try to keep your spine straight, chest open, elbows parallel to the ground and back. So whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale in and hum the letter M, exhaling through the nose. As I said, feel free to repeat it a couple of times. Pitch and everything, sound doesn't matter. You can play around, make weird noises. It actually helps you to release the stress when you're not taking things too seriously. And whenever ready, return back to normal breathing into the easy seated position with eyes closed, arms on your knees. Notice how you feel. And let's close the class and chanting mantra Om with gratitude. With inhalation, lift your hands up to the sky, reach up, exhale, bring them down either in front of your chest in pray position or put them on top of your heart. Take a deep inhale into your belly, into your chest, into your heart, and with exhalation, proud mantra Om. As the last breath leaves your lungs with mantra Om, return back to the normal, regular breathing. Keep your eyes closed and observe your body for a brief moment. How do you feel after the practice? Take a brief moment to observe your emotions. How do you feel emotionally at the present moment? And finally, observe your thoughts. Notice how the thoughts enter and exit your mind. And whenever ready, open up your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the class. And if there's anything you want to share, feel free to do so. Otherwise, smile is enough.
It was a really nice class. She mixed a little bit of everything.
Yeah.